do the same. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so, and make sure you turn on your post notification bell so that you do not miss an upload from me. Today on the vlog, I want to give you guys a few updates as well as touch on some simple, basic balloon tips and tricks for you guys for when you're making your garlands. And the reason I want to do that is because, first of all, this month is my birthday. My birthday is on September 21st, so I want to celebrate with you guys. So what I want to do is throw a huge balloon garland party, and I'm going to invite all of you guys. We're going to do it on YouTube, and we're going to do it on live. We're going to do a super chat, so that way you guys can talk to me and tell me what you need me to do, because when I make the vlogs for you guys, you're not here. So if we're live, you guys can actually talk with me and basically, you know, let me know, hold up Keisha, bag it up. I know there's gonna be a ton of you guys. So how super chat works is, of course, you know, I'm gonna have a feed going of all the questions and everything that's gonna come up. But what YouTube has done now for us is so that you will be able to have your questions stand out so that it doesn't get missed, is you can actually pay $1, $5, $10, whatever you think I'm worth, or whatever, and I'll make sure that all those questions are highlighted, and I will make sure that I stay on live as long as I can to answer all of those questions. I have been going back and forth whether or not I wanted to actually do a actual balloon garland class and have people come to the class, but I have so many followers that are all over the world that, I mean, everybody won't be able to make it. So that's another reason I decided to just go live. So plan for that. I need you guys to help me figure out which day would work best for everybody. What, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? My birthday's on the 21st, that's Saturday, so it would have to be the Friday the 20th, the 21st, or I can even do the 22nd for you guys. I just need to get a date, so comment down below and let me know which date will work better for you, what time of day, in the morning, afternoon, or later on in the evening. I want to rather do it in the morning or the afternoon because I want to make sure I have good lighting in here. If we do it too late, it'll get dark, and then I'll have to pull up my lights, and that'll it won't be so good. So what works better for you? Late morning, afternoon? Let me know down below in the comment box. And I also would love to do an about me video, because I mean, you guys get bits and pieces of my life here on the channel. You know, you see DECOR running now. Every now and then I do a family vlog, which I want to start doing more family vlogs. So I want to do an about me video so that you guys can get to know me better. So when you comment down below which day works for you for the balloon garland party for my birthday, let me know a fact that you want to know about me, and I'll pick a bunch of those as well and put those in a separate vlog for my birthday month. Now, let's get to these tips and tricks. First things first, I did bring down some balloons. I wanted to go over a few different things with you guys. The balloons. So the first thing that you're gonna need to do your balloon garland, of course, is your pump that I have right here. I got this pump off of Amazon. I always link it down below in the description box. There are tons of other fancy pumps that balloon artists use, but this is what I've been using, and it's been working for me so far. And then you also have different types of balloons. So you have a regular balloon, which will blow up like this. It's just your regular, you know, basic balloon. And then you have pearlized balloons, which are gonna have some type of silver sheen to them. You have your pearlized balloons, and as you can see, it has like a pretty sheen, like a silver pearl, almost looks like actual pearl. So you see how this one is more plain, this one has like a pretty shine to it. So these are gonna be your pearlized balloons. And then you have orbs balloons. Now orbs balloons are my new favorite. They're definitely more expensive than buying a regular pack of balloons, but this is a super, I think this is like a 21, 22 inch one. They're gonna stay shiny just like this. It's almost like foil paper, and they typically have them in all colors and sizes. And then you have your chrome balloons. Both of these balloons here are chrome. And I'm gonna show you guys how that looks, because I know sometimes you guys ask me about the silver or gold balloons I use, and typically it's gonna be one of these. And this is by the brand of Qualatex. Now when you get it, it doesn't really look like it's gonna be chrome. It just looks like a regular born balloon. But I'm gonna blow it up so you guys can see how it looks. Now this is the mauve kind of color, and it actually looks like chrome. It's really pretty and shiny. And then I also have it in gold. But before I blow the gold one up, I want to tell you guys, oh, I lost it. Before I blow up my gold one, I want to show you guys how to, you can blow your balloons up and tie them together. Now sometimes what I'll do, majority of the time, especially when I'm blowing up my 5-inch balloons, I take my balloons, I attach it to the pump, I'll blow it up, and when you blow them up, if you want to get it out of this coney shape and get more of a round shape, you can push it in with your hand. Sometimes I'll use my chest and see it went from coney to round. Or what you can do, you can blow up 2 balloons at a time. So you put one on one on your other nodule, blow them up, push them in to get them round, and then you can just tie them together. That saves you an extra step in having to tie, saves your fingers some work. So that's the basics. And before you even start a balloon, I've said this on the past few videos, you want to make sure you have a plan for what you want to do with your balloons. Find some inspiration on Pinterest, on Instagram, anywhere that you find your inspiration from. Figure out, okay, it looks like looking at this garland, I'm gonna need 12-inch balloons, I'm gonna need 16-inch balloons, I'm gonna need 5-inch balloons. The more different sizes you have in your garland is what makes it more organic, and I feel like that's what gives it the most beauty to me. Outside of being just a basic, 12-inch balloon garland. So once you have your plan in place, you're gonna pick out your balloons. And I just went over all the different kinds. You have your chrome balloons, you have your regular style balloons, and then you have your pearlized balloons, and then you have your orbs balloons. Also, the more colors, these colors actually look really pretty together now that I'm looking at them. The more colors you have also gives you the more contrast with your balloon garland, and imagine all the different sizes and colors. It just makes the balloon garland really pretty. So just come up with your plan first and foremost. If you didn't blow them up together like I did this one, you're then gonna take your single pairs and you're gonna tie them in 2. And then you're gonna take your fishing line to get your balloon garland started. These are the 2 things that I typically use when I make my balloon garlands. I use my fishing line, and this is 15-pound fishing line that I just grabbed at Walmart. It's like $2 or $3. Or I use balloon string, and this is just basic balloon string that came with a pack of balloons. You can also get this for $2 or $3 out of the store. I can be honest and say that I prefer the fishing line. At one point I preferred the balloon string, but now I'm obsessed with the fishing line because I feel like it holds the garlands a lot better. Now occasionally you will get a balloon to pop. The rubber, you're putting air into them, that's naturally what it's gonna do. So when you're manipulating your balloons around to get them in the shape that you want, you may get one to pop, and I feel like the fishing line definitely holds a lot better with as far as the whole balloon garland just not starting to collapse and do all this crazy stuff. I feel like the fishing line really holds the balloons in place a lot better. So you're gonna take your first cluster once you've decided if you're gonna use fishing line or balloon string. You're gonna take the line and you're gonna tie a knot. And that's just going to attach the first set of balloons. Some people go ahead and put them in quads, which is, ring the balloons all together and do their cluster and do their balloon garland in sets of 4. But I prefer to do 2 because I feel like that gives you more control over the shape. Because sometimes if you've watched all of my videos, you'll see that I actually take my balloon garlands and I will put them together during the figure 8, and I'll just do all of my 12 and 16-inch balloons, and then once I'm done, I'll go in with glue dots and I will attach the 5-inch balloons onto my garland. That is an option, but when it comes to transporting the balloon garlands, those 5-inchers and those glue dots sometimes don't always hold up. So I end up having to collect a bunch of them that fell along the way and kind of put them back in place. It's not a big deal, but it's just an extra step that you can avoid. Whereas if you saw in my last video that I posted from the wedding arch, you saw how I made that balloon garland. Even though it was in fast mode, you were still able to see that I did everything all together. I just worked the 12 inches in with the 5s and the 16s. That way I didn't have to use glue dots or a hot glue gun or anything in order to put my 5 inches on and give it the dimension. I took my time and actually made decisions. Okay, I'm putting this one here, and after that I think I'm gonna go fill in this gap and that gap. And I think it came out beautiful. Seems like you guys loved it too, looking at the comments. So I'm gonna show you guys how to quickly attach it. If you don't catch how I'm about to attach it in this one, please go back and check out. I have so many balloon garland videos up. I try to make them all different and give you guys new information in every video so that it's not the same thing all the time. But please go back and check out some of those, and that way you can better see how to do it. When I do my balloon garlands, I use my fishing line or balloon string, fishing line more recently, and I do the figure 8 pattern. So what you do is you take your first set of balloons and you're gonna take your second set and you're gonna pull them into each other. You're gonna have your fishing line in the middle here, and then the first thing you wanna do is attach your new cluster onto the existing cluster. My existing cluster is the balloons that are already attached to the string. The new cluster is the pair that I just picked up. So I'm gonna take my string and I'm gonna cross it over in front of the new cluster, so that way it crosses over and locks it down onto the existing cluster. Then I'm gonna come around making a figure 8. Back in place, give it a slight tug, which helps secure it together if it came loose any. And then I like to take it around again for good measure, and it attaches them. And to make your balloon garlands, that's all you're doing, is continuously crisscrossing the balloons into gaps, making a figure 8, giving it a slight pull, and then wrap it around for good measure. I say good measure. You guys normally ask me as well about after you blow up your balloons, let's say you have 2 events in a weekend, you don't want to do them all on the same day, so of course you're going to need to blow up probably some of your balloons the day before. I've done mine as early up to a week, but I try not to do it for a week because the balloons could start to lose a little bit of air. They're not going to look terrible, but they're not going to look as fresh as they should. So what I do, I typically do start as early as the day before. The hardest part about making the balloon, it's not hard, but it's the most time consuming part, is blowing up all of the balloons that you need. So once you blow up your balloons, I then take my 55-gallon trash bag. So this is what the trash bags look like, guys. They're super, super big, and they hold a whole lot of balloons, and I get them from Walmart. So they hold a lot of balloons, and they're 55 gallons, and you get like 19 or 20, between 19 and 24, I can't think of the number off the top of my head, in a pack for like $9 and change. So that's what I do. When you blow them up early, make sure you bag them and put them in a room that has good temperature, out of the sunlight, so that they're not being affected by too much heat or too much cold or anything like that. And you just store them until the next day. You put your garland together, get it in your car, or even just load up your car with the bags, whatever you're transporting your balloons in, load them up with the bags, take them to your venue, and voila. So those are just some basic tips and tricks, questions that I constantly, that's pretty much it, guys. But we're gonna jump into all of this fun for my birthday. So it's an idea that I have because I would love to share it with you guys, because you guys are now a big part of my life here on my YouTube family, as well as on Instagram. So definitely, guys, let me know which day works for you for our balloon garland party. We're about to get it popping, literally. Hopefully I have a bunch of you guys there if everybody wants to do it. If I decide to do it, your participation in this is gonna weigh heavily on whether or not I'm gonna do it or not. So please let me know down below what you guys think about that. And don't forget to give me some questions for my About Me video for my birthday. And be sure to continue to watch any videos that you have not seen on my balloon garlands, because like I said, in all my videos, I like to drop new information. When I learn, you guys learn. I never went to any type of training or anything for this, so as I learn new things, I give you guys new advice. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and rocking with me. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. And again, if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and make sure you do so below. I will see you guys soon on the next vlog. I have a baby shower coming up on Sunday, so I'm gonna be filming some centerpieces as well as setting up for that event. So yeah, I will see you guys on the next vlog, and hopefully we'll be partying together on my birthday.